I started freestyling 8 years old, man. I fell in love with hip-hop 4 years old. We played music all day in the house. Yeah, it's always been my passion.
Kendrick Lamar has redefined rap for the new generation. His extremely decorated career thus far is only really just getting started. His release of the album Damn is the only non-classical, non-jazz album to be awarded the Pulitzer Prize for music. His albums have paved the way for this new era of rap. He faced some controversy for his lyrics, which we'll get into later. Lamar's impact is undoubtable, with many critics considering him the greatest artist in production right now. A media scholar even stated that he joined a long line of African-American artists and activists who, quote, worked both inside and outside of the mainstream to advance a counterculture that opposes the racist stereotypes being propagated in white-owned media and culture. And now Kendrick Lamar is set to share the stage with other musical greats Dr. Dre, Mary J Blige, Snoop Dogg and Eminem, in what is set to be one of the greatest events in rap history. As part of our Super Bowl series, we're covering Kendrick Lamar. That being said, I'd love to hear your suggestions for future episodes. Leave them in the comments down below, and don't forget to like this video for more content just like it. Here we go. Kendrick Lamar Duckworth. Yeah, Duckworth is his actual last name. I think it's pretty self-explanatory why he decided to go by his middle name instead. He, like Dr. Dre, grew up in Compton, a rough neighborhood in Los Angeles. Although not in a gang himself, he was surrounded by them. His own father was in the notorious gang called Gangster Disciple, and his best friend was part of the Bloods. He grew up in poverty and on welfare and community housing. Despite his lack of access to a proper childhood, Lamar kept his head down and was considered a loner by a lot of people around him. He achieved straight A's in the high school that Dr. Dre himself attended before he transferred because of how dangerous the school was. In 1995, when he was 8 years old, he witnessed his idols Tupac and Dr. Dre filming the music video for their single California Love. Lamar credits this as a very significant moment in his life that sparked his interest in musical pursuits. In 2004, when he was 16 years old, Kendrick released his first full-length project. It gained him local recognition, so much so that he signed with Top Dog Entertainment, which at the time was newly founded but would go on to become extremely successful as it grew alongside Lamar. During these early stages, he used the pseudonym K-Dot, while featuring alongside other artists like J-Rock and Ya Boy. After he released an album directly inspired by a Lil Wayne album, one that Lil Wayne himself encouraged, he decided to drop the K-Dot moniker and instead go by Kendrick Lamar. By 2011, he was performing alongside MGK and B.O.B. at the BET Hip Hop Awards. Snoop Dogg even dubbed him, quote, the new king of the West Coast, despite him only having one official album under his belt alongside several mixtapes. In 2012, Lamar signed to Interscope Records and Aftermath Entertainment, Dr. Dre's record label, officially ending his career as an independent artist. Despite his signing with these massive companies, he still made projects under Top Dog and would continue to do so until as late as 2021. He left Top Dog in August of 2021, and although many fans speculated bad blood, the label president wrote, quote, "It's funny when things change because most of the time we automatically assume it's something negative. It's rarely seen as growth. Growth is a great thing and it's essential for life. Life happens in stages and this particular stage is almost complete. Kendrick is a generational artist who has accomplished so much and has contributed immensely to this thing we call hip-hop. It's only right for him to continue to evolve and build his own business and brand how he sees fit." It seems like a beautiful sentiment to leave with the artist, who created some of his best albums under the label, including Damn, the record that won him the Pulitzer Prize for music and a Grammy for Best Rap Album. Kendrick will continue to grow as an artist, and Top Dog Entertainment will continue to work alongside up-and-coming artists to hopefully boost them to even a fraction of the success that Lamar has already achieved. Anyways, upon signing to Interscope, Lamar released the first majorly successful album, Good Kid, Mad City, which by the way was a joint project with Top Dog. With this massive company supporting his work, Kendrick now had the financial means to create some giant hits, and he became quite cozy with the Billboard Hot 100 list. In 2013, Lamar made waves in the rap community by dissing basically anyone with notable fame and dubbing himself the King of New York despite being from LA in his verse on Big Sean's track Control. He vows to lyrically harm J. Cole, Big Crit, Wale, Pusha T, Meek Mill, A$AP Rocky, Drake, Big Sean himself, it's his own damn song, Jay Electronica, who's also featured in the same song, Tyler the Creator, and Mac Miller. It's kind of actually hilarious, but for some reason people took it at face value, and a few rappers, namely Meek Mill and Drake, have kept the beef going to this day. Within a week, Tons of rappers had released their own diss tracks aimed at Lamar. This verse goes insanely hard, and I recommend you look it up because I'd argue it's the best part of the song. In 2013, he toured with Kanye West, featured on Eminem's new album, and won 5 BET Awards. And this is all before his 2 most popular albums, To Pimp a Butterfly and Damn, have even been conceptualized yet. In 2015, he released To Pimp a Butterfly, which many, including myself, consider his seminal album. It combines funk with soul, with rap, with pop, and the lyrical genius present in the album makes it one of the best out there. Following its release, Kendrick dominated the Billboard charts and established Spotify's first-day streaming record. The Rolling Stones even dubbed him, quote, arguably the most talented rapper of his generation. By 2017, Damn was released. It obviously achieved rave reviews and is currently his most popular album. He also wrote the film soundtrack for the Black Panther movie, which earned him an Oscar for Best Original Song. Despite being around and featured on a few other tracks though, Lamar went on a semi-hiatus and didn't release his own music for 4 years. In 2021, alongside the announcement that it will be his final record with Top Dog Entertainment, an upcoming Kendrick album is set to be released. He's already released a single called Family Ties with his cousin Baby Keem from the album, and I really can't wait for the release of the full-length album, even if it comes with the bittersweet announcement of his departure from Top Dog. As for the controversies Kendrick has been faced with, I kinda believe none of them are really that big of a deal. The track Humble has the line, quote, I'm so sick and tired of the Photoshop, show me something natural like Afro on Richard Pryor, show me something natural like with some stretch marks. He got into some hot water for that line and was accused of putting down women who enjoy makeup. I think that's total. It's not about putting down women who, in the music industry, are the standard, who are the ones constantly praised for their beauty and agelessness. That statement is asinine and makes me so angry. It's like saying the body positivity movement is mean to skinny people. Like, get your head out of your butt for just 1 second. Kendrick wants realness, he wants rawness from people, and depicting humanization, like with stretch marks, should be celebrated by women. It's way more of a feminist move than all the women on Instagram who constantly airbrush and facetune their photos to the point that they resemble Barbie dolls more than real people. SZA, one of my favorite artists, also defended Lamar for the lyrics and appeared in the song's music video. Kendrick Lamar is genuinely one of those people that I think is actually a good person. He's engaged to his high school sweetheart who's a beautician, he's a devout Christian and has spoken at length about his religious views in his music. And I mean, I know he literally has a song dedicated to this, but I think he's a very humble dude. We see time and time again where artists get a taste of fame, drop their normal partner, and disavow their morals in favor of partying with supermodels. But Kendrick's not really like that. He acknowledges his talent, sure, but he knows himself and he's kept true to what makes him such a relatable dude. As for right now, we all know that Kendrick is going to feature alongside Dr. Dre, Eminem, Mary J Blige, and Snoop in what is set to be one of the best Super Bowl halftime shows ever. Fans are so pumped and so am I. One Twitter user wrote, quote, I feel like saying F it and pay the $6K for a Super Bowl ticket. TBH, not even for the game, just to see Eminem perform. A lot of people think this is going to be the best halftime show yet, and I think I'm gonna agree with them. But that's not the only thing on the go for the rap artist. Last month it was announced that Kendrick will be making a movie with South Park creators called Hello Cancel Culture Please. The film synopsis is sure to garner some controversy as it's about a young black man who interns as a slave reenactor at a history museum and he discovers that his white girlfriend's ancestors once owned his own. It almost sounds like a Jordan Peele horror movie plot, but I think the fact that it's a comedy may bring absurdist dark humor to, quote, satirize gentrification and racism in the workplace. Kendrick is absolutely on fire right now, and there are no signs of him slowing down. It seems that with the release of his movie, his upcoming album, and his departure from Big Dog Entertainment, we are sure to see much more of him. I know I'll be watching. Thank you so much for viewing this episode of Where Are They Now? Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel to watch more content just like it. I've been your host Sierra. See you next time.